Hey guys, what's good? Mike here, Laker Talk. So let's talk about Julius Randle, and I want to talk about what he needs to do to become an elite player. And we need this for the Lakers, for us to continue to progress, and for him to continue to be our starter and our future power forward for years and years to come. I went on Twitter not too long ago, and about a few days ago, and I said, I want to see some progress from Julius Randle or else. And people were hitting me up, Mike, you giving up on Randle already? Folks are like, man, you calling him a bust? You're an idiot. You called D'Angelo a bust too. Listen, here's what I'm saying. I love Julius Randle. If you look at all my videos, I have nothing but high praise for him. I even have a video out saying that Larry Nance Jr. shouldn't be starting over him, but we had some projections. That came out. ESPN projected Lakers to win 25 games. I know and along with pretty much all the Laker fans, logical, rational Laker fans, are thinking, man, 30 to 35 wins would be ideal. And that's kind of like where we see us, right? So I see us in that range. And I was looking at our roster, and I'm just looking at players and things like positions, and I'm like, I like D'Angelo's progress. I like Clarkson's progress. I like the potential from Brandon Ingram. You know, we got our serviceable centers in Mozgov and Zubac. And at the 4 spot, I like Nance. Nance is definitely, he's a guy off the bench. He's going to give us what he's going to give us. But Julius Randle is somebody that I really want to see flourish. And I want to see him, I think he has all the skills and the potential to be a captain of our team, to be the anchor of our team, to be the guy that gets in people's shorts, you know, and it starts by him being, he has the potential to be that Karl Malone type, right? Just that bully. Now, the best things going for Julius Randle is he's more athletic than a lot of fours. He's got a really quick first step than a lot of fours. And that allows him to get to the rim quickly. That allows him to he has a lot of athleticism, and so it allows him to get a lot of rebounds and things like that. But one thing Julius Randle does is he's like a one-trick mind. He gets the ball and he does this, okay? He gets the ball, and there's always like a one-on-one situation, okay? It's never in the flow of the offense. He gets the ball, and it kind of like everyone clears out. He tries to do this, and he goes left and takes his guy to the rim. He brings the ball up the court, you know, let's say he's bringing the ball up the court, and he looks and he tries to take the guy off the dribble and gets to the hole and tries to finish. And he finishes with his left hand. He's got a one-track mind in a sense. What he needs to do to improve to be an elite player is he needs to be a more well-rounded player, and his game needs to mature from a standpoint of he needs to see the floor well and get more people involved. I was looking at a video of his from 2013, like some of his weaknesses coming into the NBA from his. It was a pre-draft video, and he carries a lot of those same weaknesses today. I know this is going into his second full year. His first year he was injured, didn't play. He was a sophomore last year, but really his first year, this is his second year. What he needs to do is when he gets the ball, when Julius gets the ball, he needs to sometimes compose himself and sometimes back his man down, right? Maybe pass out and reset, etc. Sometimes if his man is off of him, take that jump shot. Okay, again, being composed. Then sometimes take the jump shot when they respect your jump shot a little bit. They'll come out, then you can take them off the first step. And also when you take them off your first step and you drive to the rim, see the floor. There's a lot of shooters that are out there. You can see there's a video from 2013. I'll post it in the description below, but it has some weaknesses and shows what he does when he gets the ball. He takes his man to the hole and there's a bunch of guys that are open. And I see him, he gets a lot, he's a walking double-double. He gets a lot off of just his pure skill set. But there's a lot that he can improve upon to be a really, really elite player for the Lakers. And I think we need that if he's going to continue to be a starter, by no means is he a bust. He's already a walking double-double. The question is whether or not he's the long-time starter for the Lakers, or if he's somebody that you're going to bring off the bench. If he cannot add these things to his offensive game, he does not pass the ball well, see the floor well, play under composure, limit his turnovers and things like that, he's going to be a long-term guy off the bench. But if he can improve on these things, then he's going to be an elite starter at the 4 position. And so for us, and I'm not even saying Nan starts over him, I'm just saying like long term, if he does not improve at the end of this year, we reevaluate Julius Randle. If he doesn't improve on that aspect, we might have to think about looking at the 4 position as well in terms of getting value in here. Do we put him on the trading block? Do we put him on the bench? Do we look to go and get more, a valuable veteran at that position? And things like that. So he cannot continue to be this one-trick pony with his left hand. He needs to, for him to be an elite player, he needs to improve in these other aspects of his game, and he needs to become a little bit more mature on the defensive end. He has a small wingspan for his size, which limits his ability. They compared his wingspan to Zach Randolph, and Zach Randolph has a 7'4" wingspan, I believe. Julius, I believe, is like a 6'11", something like that. He has a smaller wingspan, and then they kind of compared those two, and it allowed Zach Randolph to really be able to finish down low above a lot of bigs, whereas Randle has a lot of problems finishing down low when the defense collapses on him, and so he tends to struggle down low, causes a lot of turnovers, force the issue, and things like that. So the question, when I throw out Twitter comments like, I want to see this progress or else, I'm saying, or else I'm not banking on him being our starter long term. I'm either bringing him off the bench or possibly of our young assets, he's the one that I would put on the trading block and try to package him up in a deal for Boogie Cousins or something like that. That's my thoughts, But if he improves in these other areas, like I said, he sees the floor well, and I'm sure it's going to come from Luke Walton and company, then you could see him being an elite power forward for us and being a starter for us for years and years to come. So that's my thoughts. I was just, thinking about Julius Randle, and then we're getting, going back and forth with folks on Twitter about this. By no means am I saying he's a bust or not. No, nothing to do with that. It's just a matter of whether he's our long-term starter at power forward for several years, or if he doesn't improve in these areas, do we look to move him on the bench? Because off the bench, he's perfect, right? He can just give us what he's giving us now off the bench. We don't want anything more. But for starting power forward, we need him to be the captain of the team, and we need him to become an elite dominating player in other areas that he hasn't shown us already. So that's what I look forward to seeing from Julius Randle this year. Let me know your thoughts if you know what I'm talking about. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And as always, guys, follow me on Twitter at MikeSportsLA. Talk soon. Peace.